Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for another draft here on the DF16 channel. It's a Horizon, what is it? Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate draft. Let's go. This card's bad. When it enters the battlefield, you make a note. Well, the game makes a note of the most prevalent creature type. Usually, you don't have more than some creatures. You'll have 2 or 3 copies, but most creatures is just 1 copy. Whichever creature they have that's 2 copies, and then it fights. It's bad. 2 gates? Look at this pack. This pack is terrible. Oh my god. White is the best color. There are none of the good white commons in this pack. Like, these are 2 of the more mediocre ones. Red. This is probably, honestly, the best card in the pack. You could take a gate, I guess. Gates are always going to be solid, but we don't even know what color we're going to be. I'm not starting with a gate. Dread Linorm is okay. Hook Horror can be good, but these are all like role players in different decks. The ramp deck or the sacrifice deck, or this goes in a lot of different decks. Red black, red white, red green, all the red decks you'll play it. This is a bad pack. Oh no. Okay, well, I think I'm happy to start with a Rabble Rouser here. I'm not happy, but okay, what does this do? A duplicate of each of X target. This is super powerful. This person to my right just passed me a blue mythic because it's blue, and they want me to be blue. I'm going to take this. So you can, 5 mana, X is 3. You choose 3 targets. You can put a land into your hand if you need mana. You can put copies of 2 cards into your hand. Oh no, yeah, copies. Even even the opponent's best creature, your best creature, you make copies, put it in your hand, pay any mana to cast it. And then if you do it for 7, you can just slam it onto the battlefield. I'm taking this. I know blue is not the best color. It's the worst color. But if the person on my right's going to pass me a blue mythic here, they took an uncommon. This thing is very powerful. This is the kind of card that I think, this is why you play blue. If you're going to be blue for some reason. And then there's no blue cards in this pack. Okay, great. Well, there's a Dragon's Fire. That's an easy pickup here. This isn't marble. Shut up, Colin. Walrus is a no-brainer because it's a walrus. I could have. You know what? Walrus keeps us open. It's going to be fine. It'll ramp us. I don't love the 3-mana ramp, though. There's a ton of it. Here's a Dragon's Fire. That makes me feel better. A rare and an uncommon missing here, so no real info yet. Usually you can't really make any inferences on signals until pick 4, maybe 5. And then from 5 to 7, maybe you see a sign in there. Okay, so what do we have here? There's some black cards. I like Sepulchre Ghoul. Grave Choice. So this, I don't think this is very good. You make them sack one of their higher casting cost things, or they have to give you a copy of the small thing that they sack. And they can't sack a token. That's not bad. The black-red sack deck is nice. And Sepulchre Ghoul is a great part of that deck. There's Fire Beetles as well I could just take here and stay red. Jeez. Should I just take the beetles? I'll stay red here. I feel like we're gonna have to branch out at some point because there's probably not gonna be enough. There's a unicorn? There's no chance in hell that white is open, right? Rabble Rouser, Fire Beetles. This is a very aggressive start. Dragon's Fire. I'd happily jump into white if white's open. We haven't seen any blue, which is kind of surprising. Could take Young Red Dragon here, but this is not amazing. I don't know. It's been okay, but the couple times I had it, I was not really impressed with it. And I've heard other content creators say the same thing. Unicorn's pretty damn good, though, to get it that late. There's a Valor Singer. We've got an Imp. Imp is very powerful, too, if I want to angle back into black. How long have I been playing Magic? Over 25 years. I started when I was 12 years old. My neighbor, or this old neighbor of ours, a friend of ours, family friend, he's a few years older than me. Him and his friend got into it back in when the game first came out, Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, and Legends. They had like all these old cards. I got into it in Unlimited. He taught me how to play, but then I didn't buy my first pack of cards till Revised had come out. Unlimited was just sold out everywhere, despite the name. I think I'm going to stay red here. I could take the Imp. That might be a sign. This is a good card. I like this guy. But let's take the Singer. There's a Trap Finder. Wow, Warcaller. Red looking wide open, so that's good. There's another black-red sack card. How good is this? Seek a creature with mana value 3 or less against haste. It's good when you're getting double team cards, right? So it can be powerful, but this guy is pretty scary. I think I'd rather take the Warcaller with 2 double team cards. If I can give these double team cards haste, it's pretty powerful. You just immediately get to recoup. There's Horde Robber. So I'm seeing some black signals here. I think that's better than Unexpected Allies. I'm gonna take Horde Robber. I don't think white was ever really a consideration there. There's Hook Horror and Reckless Barbarian. Reckless obviously better with our red stuff here. It's aggressive. Should I take that or Hook Horror though? Alright, I'll take Barbarian. God damn it. Okay. Well, I would have taken Hook Horror if I knew we were going to get Infinite Barbarians. Sugar Fairy! Hey! Long time no see. How's life? I don't see you streaming ever. Are you still streaming these days? Okay, we get a Hook Horror anyway. The storms have broken the heat today. Oh, nice. Good, good, Colin. Good to hear, man. We're probably not playing blue, but you never know. Sure, I don't want to play this, but I will. Yeah, I've been playing a long time. The Beetle card art could be my gutter mine, but I can't unsee it. Let's see, where is it? Fire Beetles? It looks like they're humping. These two beetles are totally getting it on. I can see it. What is this? Mythic Rogue. You may look at the top card of your library anytime you cast a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard spells from the top. Yeah, full party. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. Ooh, Viconia's very good. So this is 2 mana, 2/3. So already above rate for the amount of mana you're paying for the body. And then 2 mana to specialize is super cheap. 1 mana to exile stuff from their yard. Just exile everything from their yard. Make sure they can't get any value from anything. And then whenever you want to specialize it, it flips and you get a duplicate of whatever you exiled into your hand. That's amazing. So I think we're full on black-red at this point. Oh, this guy can get out of there. Viconia is fantastic. This is probably one of the best black uncommons. This guy would be fine. I would take this. I would take another Rabble Rouser in this pack. I still, even though we're black, I'm not going to splash for that thing. I don't think it's good. Yeah, I don't think party's a thing in this, but I'm sure people are going to try it. There's no way that's a good strategy, though. I can't see it. Breath Weapon is interesting. Barbarian is a dragon. This guy doesn't die. This guy doesn't die. This guy, a lot of our creatures do not die to, I guess the beetles do. But everything else doesn't die to this. And 2 damage to each creature, I don't think this is hard to get a 2-for-1 or 3-for-1 out of a lot of times. Especially considering the red, well, maybe I should take Hobgoblin Captain, though, instead. I think I'm going to take Captain first, but this might even wheel. People don't like this card, but man, it's been good against me, and every time I have it, it feels very powerful. A lot of times I'm just like, well, I have to draw Dragon's Breath or else I lose this game. Ooh, another Viconia. That is amazing. Yes. Nefarious Imp's great. I would take that. Okay, Bop, take it easy, buddy. You haven't streamed in a hot minute? Had a couple weeks of company. Oh, nice. You and Damien as well. Damien Kane was saying the same thing. Stranger Things reference, the Demogorgon. Yeah, they've started to put references from other famous D&D games into this. You know Vecna, the Eye of Vecna, Hand of Vecna. That was, and the Vecna thing from Stranger Things. A lot of that came from what was it? The Roll20, or not Roll20, what are they called? Critical Role, where the guy cut the hand off, put the Hand of Vecna, and then teleported out. They, made a card of that in Magic. Okay, Warriors is powerful, too. I like Imp, but I think I'm just taking the 2 drops here. These other guys cost 3 and 5. 5 is a lot. Getting a double team card is great when it's cheap, but getting another 5 drop, you just can't cast in the same turn. Hobgoblin does get way better in multiples, too. So these guys all trigger off each other. 2 of them in play, bam. Okay, weaponry. I have a Valor Singer already. Oh, I could take the Gate, too. Gate is very good. I'm going to take weaponry here. Ooh, Kalane? Wow, what a gift. This guy's awesome. And if we can make a couple treasure, now we have improvised weaponry as well. Every time I make cast a creature with a treasure, they just come in with +1/+1. That's fantastic. Shambling Ghast is awesome. This has got to be one of the best black commons, I think. But I'm going to take Kalane. Ooh, getting hooked up here in red-black. This is destroy artifact or exile the top 3 from your opponent's library, and you can play one. Bad. Bad card is bad. If it was exile the top 3 cards of your library, and you can play one of them until the end of your next turn, great. Your opponent's library, that a lot of times, limited it's better, but a lot of times your opponent's library is full of stuff you don't want, Depends on the format, but could take Drider. I guess we have no choice, but Drider is not great either. Okay, more Fire Beetles. I like that. Okay, pass those blue cards. Ooh, this is interesting. This is a great threaten effect if we have a lot of sack outlets. We don't have a lot of sack outlets. Yeah. Sad. If I had one of those Sepulchre Ghouls, I'm regretting not taking that Sepulchre Ghoul earlier. I took a red card over it, right? But we can get those if we want as well. Another Horde Robber. Thieves' Tools is okay. I mean, obviously it's good with Horde Robber, and it does make a treasure for Kalain, but give me the Robber itself. This is also fine. Okay. Kalain's nice, yeah. Ooh, another Imp. Nice. I like these Imps. Whenever any permanent, so if I sack a treasure for mana, scry. If he dies, scry. If another creature dies, scry. If anything gets bounced, I scry. You know, if my opponent bounces my stuff. I think he's actually solid. Ooh, okay. Random giant removal spell. Probably not going to play that, hopefully. Keep it in the sideboard, though. Whoa, what is this? 2 mana artifact. First, I can cast that as a sorcery for 3, make a tapped skeleton. And then, as the artifact, 3 mana tap, exile a creature you control, return to a creature from grave to the battlefield. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. Wow, this thing's fucking stupid. This is such a ridiculous removal spell. It's Arrest, but they tagged on 1 extra mana, and in exchange for that extra mana, it's Arrest plus 2 2/1s. That's insane. Ugh, Priest of Ancient Lore. We're definitely taking the Altar here, but I'd love Sepulchre Ghoul to wheel or Summon Undead maybe, but no red cards that we want in this pack. That's a sweet open, though. I've never even seen this card. This should be really fun to play with. Altar of Baal. Baal is, you've heard of course, one of the gods. Ooh, what is this? Destroy all creatures. For each non-token creature, make a treasure. Wow. 7 mana Wrath at Mythic. I've never seen that card either. That can't be the pick here. I'm trying to keep the curve low. There's no way we're taking a 7 mana Wrath. That said, we're going to lose to this card. Watch. Somebody's going to play it and we're going to lose. I think I'm going to take Hobgoblin Captain here. Keep the curve down. 7 mana. I'd love for there to be a control deck where this is actually good, but I don't see it. And then you've got all this treasure, but it's turn 8. What are you going to do with a bunch of, like, with 15 mana on turn 8? I don't know. Are there crazy mana sinks that I don't know about? That just doesn't seem... Oh, what's this? Look at the top 4, choose one of them, and put all cards with the same name as the chosen card from among them in your hand. That's not great. Okay. There's another Breath Weapon. There's another Imp. I think I'll take Breath Weapon here. What the fuck is going on? What's going on here, chat? Okay, I can't move it, I can't click it. I'm pretty sure I picked that. God, it's like Arena gets worse. The more money Wizards makes, the worse this program gets. I don't get it. They just released their Q2 earnings for the second quarter of this year. Record second quarter again. Most money they've ever made in the second quarter of a year. Hey, English, what's up? 7-2 with mono white? Wow, lucky. Everybody, white is easily the most overdrafted color in every draft. I never see white. We've tried to be white, but here's some white now in pack 3. People are giving up on it, I guess. I'll take the Manticore. But it's a little late for that now. Ooh, another Warcaller. Sure. Gonna have to trim some stuff here. Shambling Ghast, yes. 2 dark creatures can't block, +3/+1. I'm taking Ghast. Ghast is better. Sellsword, Beholder, Pit Trap. I have a lot of small removal. I don't have a lot of big removal, right? I have Eyes of the Beholder that I don't really want to play. I don't really want to play that either. I'll take Pit Trap. Summon Undead, I probably don't want to play either. We don't have any big hits to bring in. Drider's very mediocre. So we have very little top end here. We're very much an aggro deck. Triple Hobgoblin Captain, all these other ones. 2 Viconia is going to be very sweet. Altar of Baal. Nefarious Imp. Double team, huh? Should I take Unexpected Allies? I have 2 Nefarious Imp already. And I don't want another 3-drop. Why not? Another Nefarious Imp. Treasures, or Thieves' Tools, I guess could be okay. Maybe out of the sideboard or something against, you know, whatever the deck is that we think it's good against. Maybe, you know, a deck with a bunch of 1/4s and stuff, trying to stop us from getting through. A green deck with a bunch of 1/4s and 2/4s. And okay, Sea Tower. Sometimes, well, yeah, I know, right? Crash reload. Yeah, I didn't. I thought it crashed, but it wasn't crashed. I was hovering over the cards; they were popping up. Otherwise, yeah, I would have definitely had to restart there. Okay, let me see this. Okay. I think Summon Undead's just not good. Return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. We've already got Altar of Baal doing that every turn. We have to exile a creature, but whatever. Exile some little dork. Or a double team card or something. Manticore kind of sucks. For 4 mana, creature that was dealt damage. Nah. Again, we'll bring that in if we see a bunch of... hold on. Let's get these lands out of here first. Okay, 31 cards. We'll see if we see a bunch of high toughness creatures. Maybe I side that in. So let's look at our creatures first. We've got double Warcaller Ghast. Double Beetle, double Imp. Yeah, like we're very low to the ground here, aren't we? I wonder. What if I just make it a really low to the ground aggro deck? This guy ever getting through? I just don't think so. Could even cut Hook Horror here. This is 20 creatures. What if I keep it like this? Just all 3 drops. I could play 16 land here. I still have to cut some stuff though, right? Breath Weapon, Improvised Weaponry. Maybe the Pit Trap's a little much. It's just too much mana. Yikes. I don't know if we have enough ways to finish here. So many 2s. Like, look at this. We could easily play 16 land in this deck. Don't have a lot of mana sinks. This is Specialized 2. This is 3 mana to activate. We're just super aggressive here. Jeez. Yeah. I'm going to try... We might need the Thieves' Tools to end the game. It's good with Rabble Rousers. You know, you attack, and then after they can't block, you pump, pump, pump. Power 3 or less. That works with basically everything in our deck. Could cut the Horde Robber. At least 1. He's the least aggressive card in our deck. This is also kind of mediocre. Or maybe the Barbarian. I just like having a lot of 2-drops here. What do you guys think? Yeah, Arena. Love the glitches. You passed 2 Sea Towers. Oh my god. Oh, that's the best white common, dude. The Griffin? Yeah, he gives indestructible on one side and then becomes a 2/3 flyer that gives another creature flying. Wow. Allies? Oh, Unexpected Allies? Yeah, I know. That's the one I'm thinking of. Seems like my weakest card. And then 16 land. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. This is a really low to the ground deck. We don't have a single 4-drop. Just all 2s and 3s. And a lot of little dorks. We're going to need to really hope our opponents don't stabilize. If they do, we bring in maybe Manticore. I don't know. We probably have to bring in land. Cut some of the little dorks. This is very aggressive, though. Let's just go 8/8 here. Wow. Super aggressive deck. I'm gonna run it like this. Let's give this first deck of the day a shot with 16 land. I'm not a big fan of 16 land in this format, I think. After having specialized creatures in my deck that were like specialized 5 and stuff, you've really got to take that into consideration. I think you almost always want to be playing more than 16 land. But in a deck like this, look at this. We've got all 2-drops, 13 2-drops, 8 3-drops, 3 1-drops. Yeah, our average mana is 2.2. So I think 16 land actually is fine here. 18 creatures? What? No. Dear God. Yeah, we're gonna run it like this. Let's go. You'd play the 1/3 over the Breath Weapon? Really? Breath Weapon's so good. Look at this. Breath Weapon, well, it kills our 1-drops, but it doesn't kill this, this, this. Kills these. Doesn't kill this. You'd play what? The Horde Robber over Breath Weapon? Hmm. Three mana's a lot for this effect, even though it's instant speed. But man, this just wrecks people sometimes. A lot of the aggro decks, a lot of these little double team cards, some of the best cards in the set at common are, they all die to this. Okay, let's try it. I'll leave it in the sideboard. I'll side it in against aggro or whatever. We'll see. I think it's very good. I don't think it's hard to make it good, but yeah. Alright, welcome everybody. It's round number 1 with our black-red aggro deck. Here we go. For those of you watching live on Twitch, you can, by all means, tell me how bad I am in the chat, etc. We're definitely keeping this. It's kind of a lot of swamps for our 16-land deck, but we'll get there. Ugh, Kalain would have been nice on turn 2, but we'll get a treasure off Horde Robber, play Kalain. Sure. Ooh, weaponry. Let's swing with this, see if they block. Okay. I'm fine trading there. Blue-red. Whoa. Fire beetles. Okay, finally. We do have to kill this fire beetle here. And I could play another card, but I guess I could play Kalain off the treasure. But just having the treasure in play means I can go next turn, land Kalain, and then treasure Hobgoblin, treasure Valor Singer. And they both come in pumped, right? Ooh, or that. So Kalain makes a treasure. Let's go red, black. This gets a +1/+1 counter. And then this gets a +1/+1 counter. Oh yeah. And why not? Player land. Okay, nice. I was going to play the Valor Singer, give it a counter there, but then we drew the Rabble Rouser, so might as well do those two, even though it didn't use all our mana. Oh, okay. Annoying. Cool. I think I'm going to give Kalain +1/+0 and swing with both my... God damn it, really? Okay. Am I chumping here? I'm jumping here, I think. Lucky, lucky. And we're drawing lands. Lovely. Okay, pass. Well, opponent had a bunch of removal in their hand here. The Dragon's Fire, the Charmed Sleep. Annoying. Yup. No cards for you. Can I draw not a land this turn? Okay, that's not the worst, I guess. Pass. We do have a lot of creatures in our deck, so just need to keep drawing some. We have 16 land as well, so feeling pretty good. Our chance of drawing a land is only 37% here. Yeah. Do I trade? I can't keep taking 3, right? I'm not gonna block here. If they play like a 4/5, you know, with ward or whatever, I'm just fucking dead. The Fairy Simp's not bad. Play that pre-combat in case they block. Swing. Okay. Oh, they draw their rare bomb. Come on. Uh-huh. Nice. I need to draw some of my bombs, please. My Book of Baal, or whatever it's called. Altar of Baal. Yep. Scry 1. That is not going to do it. Take our damage here. So we're going to lose to the rare, and we draw our fucking land. Great. Okay, let's go to game 2 and hopefully get this deck. Did you know that blue-red is the worst archetype in the set? I drafted it, I think, once as well. It was pretty bad. My opponent's deck looks okay, though. Looks not bad. Just a bunch of random dorks. It's mostly red. And then this guy. Nice top deck. So, opponent drawing the nuts here means we lose. And I'm definitely bringing in the Dragon's Breath in this matchup. Yep. Yep. Maybe they'll keep showing me more cards here. Pretty good. Okay. Not going to show them anymore. Hopefully we draw better. Hey, Garden, what's up? Long time no see. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? How's life? How's school? I would have mulled that hand. Really? With the 4 swamps? And the 2-drop that makes treasure that fixes our mana? I don't think so. I'm not mulling that. Okay, if they're going to be aggressive, I'm going to take out Thieves' Tools. Let's bring in Breath Weapon. Do we have anything else? I think that's it. I could cast my spells, Urza. What do you mean? I had a 2-drop I could cast, and if they don't have any plays and I get to hit them, I can cast all my spells, right? I think that's a keep on the play. Nice. This is a good one. Really good one. Holy shit. Curving out perfectly. Yeah, I think that's a keep. I disagree. I wouldn't have. I know what you're saying. It looked awkward, but it wasn't a good hand, but it was keepable for sure. What do I think I'm going to lead with this guy because I want to save this till they have some stuff in the yard. So let's see here. The black side, duplicate of the card, it perpetually gains, I can cast anything, blah, 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 and it drains them randomly, okay. And then the red side, it perpetually gets +1/+0, gains haste. Oh, okay. And this becomes a 3/4? It's a 3/4 no matter what. See, those kind of cards, they should be different. They should be... let me think here. I'm going to go Imp pre-combat. Swing. Nice. These kind of cards, if I'm playing black-red, or I only have black-red cards in my hand, it should show me the black side and the red side. Why is it even showing me this shit? It's literally impossible for me. You know, is that so hard to program? Surely it's not that hard, right? Super fucking annoying. Nice sideboard Ray of Frost from my opponent. I really would love to double spell here, but cannot. So swing for 3? Yeah, let him try and race me. I don't mind here. I think our hand is race-proof. Let's make another one of these, because that'll get first strike next turn. Could make a Horde Robber here, but I want to do as much damage as possible. No, I don't think it's that bad. I don't know what the odds are of drawing a mountain there. 8 mountains, and I had 33 cards in my deck. So, yeah, 30-something%. Yeah, that's not bad. But again, the treasure, you're like not even considering the fact that I had a 2-mana guy that makes treasure. That fixes all of my problems. If this was a different, if it was a... okay, I would have kept it if it was a Shambling Gas for the same reason. I'm almost certainly getting a treasure and able to cast my spells, right? Or at least one of them right away. Guild Thief. So let's swing with the team here. Yeah. They take it all. If they want to pay 4 mana to make that guy unblockable, I don't think I care. I'm going to do this. And pass with Dragonfire up. If they go to activate Battlecry Goblin, I'm going to wait for them to sink mana into it and then pass. Or that guy would be even better. Spend their whole turn activating that. Perfect. They're at 9 life, too. They can't keep attacking me here. Dragon's Fire. Good. Wasted 2 of their mana. Soul Knife's fine. Alright, so I can Victoria or Viconia get that Goblin now out of the graveyard. So let's swing with these 3. That triggers the Hobgoblin Captain. Yeah, no, it was low, but I had a Treasure Maker, and that's what puts it into keepable, I think, there. That's what I was saying when I was like, well, I got 4 lands, but I can cast this 2-drop, and it makes treasure. So let's end the turn. Wait for Viconia here. That's fine. Also fine. I'll block with Horde Robber, I don't even mind. Sure. Can have all the Soul Knives you want. They're at 6? I'm gonna let them draw the card here, I don't even give a shit. Sure. End step, we get to Viconia here. Okay. Exile Guild Thief. Exile Battlecry Goblin. Okay. Untap. Alright. So 2 to flip. We flip into black, and then we play the Goblin, drain them for 2. Or I flip into red, and then the Goblin gets haste and +1/+0. How many block? They have 1 blocker? Yeah. Let's specialize. Discard this. Play that. Trigs. Big triggers. Boom. Alright, let's go to the game 3 here. The white version of that card is busted. Oh, the white version of this thing? Oh, you just put it right on the battlefield if it's 3 or less? That's the advantage? Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's keep it the same. Run it back. My opponent's just all Soul Knife Spies. I think Dragon's Breath is going to absolutely own them if I ever draw it. But we shall see. Alright. Yep. Let's keep. And, oh, come on. The turn 1 Ghast and no Swamp, huh? Sag. Big Sag times. Hey. Well, let's go Horde Robber here. It's got the highest upside if it goes unblocked. Let's just get that out of the way. We can even improvise weaponry to clear the way. Make 2 treasure. Wow, really? Let's see if we can hit here. Really? Huh. So let's go Imp. And then we can sack this treasure and... Oh, counter? Oh, great. Sure. Use a counter on that. And I will cast the Ghast here, I think. Can't scry off the Imp, but that's fine. Yep. Ray of Frost, eh? So... As long as it's just... okay. Sure. Swing. Play 2 spells. And now Hobgoblin Captain's going to be able to trigger next turn. And we even have a weaponry here to deal with whatever blocker. They haven't played a... Oh, okay, there's a creature. I was going to say, they haven't played a creature yet. Mm-hmm. Sure. Past you. This is a sorcery, sadly, but let's swing with the first strike goblins. That should be pretty good. Sure. They're going to get aggressive? Ooh, getting aggro. Alright. Cool. Yeah, our clock's faster than theirs, so I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish here, but we shall see. Okay. I was hoping they'd do that. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. They must have some kind of pump spell or something here. Sure. +3/+1. We're going to take it out with weaponry post-combat here. Okay. Pass the turn. Oh, wow. Super aggressive. Okay, well, we're racing, I guess. They're doing 7. We're doing 6 right now. Need to draw something. There's an imp. I might even scry on their end step here. Let's see. This is going to be close. They're at 8, so if they can't kill me here, they're top decking. I've got more than 8 to kill them on the backswing. This guy has to attack every turn. Wow, that was super greedy. So they needed to top deck. Oh my god, are they lucky. They top decked a Battlecry Goblin. Wow. Okay. Fuck. Opponent had to get super lucky here. They did. Pretty nice. Yep. Let's go to blockers. Now, I could sack this treasure. I think I will, just to scry. Weaponry is 2 damage to any target. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, leave that on top. Nice. Whew, lucky. So we got lucky, they got lucky. It ends up balancing out. Bzz. Good game. Alright. See you in the next round. Whew. That was close. Welcome back. Here we are for round number 2. We're 1-0 with the black-red aggro deck. Let's see if we can keep it cruising. Ooh, this is a card I have not played with yet, and I wanted to try. Good, 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 good. 3 mana sorcery, make a 4/1 menace, tapped menace skeleton. The menace skeletons are real. I did the commander draft, and one guy was going off making these with Goot, and it was very Goot, let me tell you. He was making a ton of these 4/1s. Because they have menace, the toughness doesn't matter. They're always trading for 2 small things, especially in limited, right? Okay, let's go with Hobgoblin Captain first. Or Barbarian. Let's go Captain. Try and get in max damage if they don't... Like, Bag of Holding's a really slow card. Wow, look at this. So my opponent's not doing... In this format, you can't play 2 things that don't affect the board, I think. That's just a big mistake. Okay, let's make a 3/1 or a 4/1, whatever. Now next turn, Hobgoblin Captain's gonna have first strike. And we can double spell next turn. I can kill something next turn. Our hand looking stacked. Of course, 3 mana is all we need to operate in this deck, so if we don't draw any more land, we're fine here. They toss a Lantern of Insight, another do-nothing artifact. Oh boy, my opponent's not gonna have a good time this match. Let's swing. And play our spells. And pass to my opponent. Yikes. They're at 10 already. This is exile a creature you control as well, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't trigger the death triggers on things like Shambling Ghast. Makes a lot of your sack outlets not that amazing. Well, let's go to combat. We can swing with these for free. I can even swing with the Ghast and then improvised weaponry that guy. But I don't think I need to do that. Let's not waste our resources here. Improvised weaponry goes to the face. If it was oh, okay. Yeah, first strike, buddy. Okay. Save that damage. If improvised weaponry didn't go to the face, I would attack with everything there. I guess we'll play this. I don't know. Sure. Exile a creature, return a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield only as a sorcery. From your graveyard, yeah. I think that's pretty powerful. But we'll see. Especially against top deck, yeah. Looks like a free win, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, after they played Bag of Holding into Cloak of the Bat into activate Bag, discard Lantern, if you're not playing anything to the board in the first 4 turns, you're fucked in this format. Sure, you can look at my hand and make my sorceries come in tapped. I think we got this game. Now they just saw the double weaponry there. GG. Alright, game 2. Good game. I don't think my opponent, I don't need to side anything in here. I haven't really seen anything except a bunch of do-nothing artifacts. They're green-white. Green-white. Do you think breath... I mean, the 2 guys they did show me all died of breath weapon. But if they're not playing anything early, I'd rather have the Horde Robber. Thieves' Tools... Let's take out Thieves' Tools. I'm bringing in Breath Weapon. I think it's awesome against a lot of decks. A lot of these white is the best color, and all the best white commons they all die to Breath Weapon. They're all small. I mean, not the Griffin, I guess, and whatever, some other stuff, spells or whatever. But a lot of the creatures, the double team stuff. Same with red. Well, there's the Breath Weapon. This is sweet though. Turn 1 Warcaller into Hasty Beetles. 1, 2, 3. Nice little curve. Definitely keeping this. Of course, Beetles dies to Breath Weapon, but if we don't have to cast the Breath Weapon, we just won't. Okay. Yeah, this is sweet. So, pre-combat... okay. Mill 4 cards, and then when it dies, bring a land back. Okay. Let's give Rabble-Rouser haste. I was going to play Viconia, but she's not really... Well, he just milled. Maybe I should Viconia here, but let's give Rabble-Rouser the haste here. And get the double team going. Yeah, haste with double team mechanic. Pretty nice. Okay, they're going to block? No. They maybe want the land, but they said no. Okay. This creature should be... yeah, okay. Let's give the Fire Beetles haste. They're in trouble. 2 double team creatures, both with haste. Bam. Oof. Warcaller showing why he's super powerful with double team cards. Yeah. Our board's 3 times as big as theirs, and we still have more cards than them in hand. Mill 3, return 1 to your hand. Okay. Opponent's milling. Brings back the 3-drop. Can't cast it this turn. Attacking me for 1. Wow. Okay, so what can I do here? I can give Rabble-Rouser haste. Play Rabble-Rouser. Activate to pump both Rabble-Rousers. Swing. That's pretty good. Okay. This is over. Well, Breath Weapon not so great this game. We didn't need it, but... okay. There is an argument for actually Breath Weaponing now. 3, 1, 2. We could give Viconia haste, Breath Weapon, and then swing with play Viconia, swing with Rabble-Rouser, Rabble-Rouser, Viconia. But then no, what am I saying? Then he trades with a Rabble-Rouser. Yeah, no, there's no reason to do that. Maybe just give this haste and then play Viconia. Huh. Um... Swing with these two. I want to trade. Yeah, I want to eat that Death Toucher. Then I can start attacking with Rabble Rousers. Yep. Okay, scry 1. Don't think I want to land. Play Viconia and pass. Get back the Paladin. Or the Beetles. Oh, it perpetually has haste. Yeah, I could get those Beetles back and then give them haste. They drain too. This guy attacks. Okay. Almost certainly has a pump spell here, right? I'm not blocking. Attacks with both. Wow. Okay. So let's activate Viconia. I don't want any of their stuff. I think I want this Haste Menace Beetles. Exile. And let's activate. And I'm going to toss a mountain. Let's play Beetles. And... oh, actually, yeah, no, never mind. I'm certain they have a combat trick here. Let's just attack with these two. This is a little bit conservative, but... Giant Fire Beetle's making another Fire Beetle. Okay. Probably should have attacked with more than just those guys, but this sets up guaranteed lethal next turn. If they've got a combat trick and I attack with Viconia or one of these Rabble Rousers, and then they get to good game. They say good game. Gain 2 life, sure. There's the combat trick we were waiting for. When it dies, boon, blah, blah, blah. They could draw a card, sure. I think I'm going to block the 1/1 here. Now that they graciously... oh, okay. Got me. They get a land back. Turn 2 format, right. I agree. This is a very aggressive format. Nope, don't want. We've got a lot of little synergies going on here that are really nice. The Imp with the sacking, and Viconia's been fantastic. We got 2 Viconias. Okay, well, we can give these guys haste, so I think this is just GG. We can cast both our Fire Beetles, both with haste. Sure. Alright. Good game. And that's round 2. See you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody, for round 3. Let's see if we can 3-0 this draft with red-black aggro. Come on. Yeah, turn 1. Yep, this is excellent. Keep. On the draw, sadly, but can't have it all. So we give Hobgoblin haste maybe and swing. Let's see what my opponent plays. Blue-black. Prophetic Prism. I love it. Love the do-nothings. Shambling Ghast is nice. Wish I had a double-team Dork here, but... get the beats on. Next turn we can double spell again. Oh, I'm going to kill that, actually. Okay. Another Barbie. Throw a shrimp on the Barbie here. Yeah, let's just kill this. Decline. Might as well give this haste. Get in for another point here, right? Next turn I give Barbarian haste, they all swing, and then Captain gets first strike. Yep, seems good. All the 2-drops. Spot removal not good enough. They need to Wrath or something. That's really annoying. Oh no, now we're stalling. Well, could swing with the team. They take 5. They eat a 2/2. It's pretty bad. The longer I let this game go on, the chance, the greater the chance our opponent stabilizes and wins this game. The chance of winning is going to slip away the longer we let this drag on. Can I suicide attack here? I have Thieves' Tools to help push through damage. Yeah, god damn it. Yeah, this is why you need some interaction. I have no black removal spells to kill something like that, right? All my removal is small ball. This is where we're in trouble. Yeah, we lose. Okay, we have to draw something insane here. I have to draw the 4/1 Menace Skeleton card. Altar of Baal or whatever. Something like that. Sure. Kind of funny using that on the 1/1, but I don't blame them. Oh, called it! Nice. Okay, let's get this into play. So I can bring this goblin back. It has haste still. Yep. And it'll have first strike, but it's not getting through that stupid giant. But they're going to have to double block. So I can exile. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Lucky. Opponent drew 5 lands and all spells here. All removal and stuff. Pretty good. I mean, they are obviously a removal-heavy deck. They're black, blue, whatever, but... kind of annoying. We're probably going to die here now. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we're fucked. Needed to draw some of our big boom booms. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm going to do this. And what? Swing? Eats the 3/1, trades for a 2/2. I do 3 damage. That fucking sucks. Oh no. We don't have any punch. We don't have anything to get through this. We need to find our Thieves' Tools or else we are dead. Hey Hulkman, what's up? Asking you shall receive. Yeah, that was a nice call, but now we're drawing land in our 16 land deck. Not good enough. Yeah. So in a spot like this, we just have to hunker down, basically. We're just going to sit here and take damage. We're going to start taking damage in the air, I presume. And wait to draw. We have to get a critical mass of creatures to do an alpha strike with. Oh, they're still playing conservative. Okay, good. Sure. Random horde robber. Pass. We just have to build a big enough board that we can try and go around our opponent and put them so low that we can beat them. But yeah, if we get to this stage of the game where they're playing these bad, you know, draw spells, we're dead. We're not going to be able to beat this. But, yep. Usually the format's just not slow enough to be able to have this be good. Prophetic Prism. I don't even know what they're splashing here, but this card's bad. You'll see it go around very late, often in the draft, because it's just too slow. But of course, if the game slows down to the point where we are now, we are going to be dead to cards like that. But most often, those cards don't matter. You die before you have a chance to get advantage with that kind of stuff. But yep, so we're dead. It's unfortunate. If I drew, yeah, keep showing me more cards. If I drew Viconia earlier, maybe something like that. I don't know. Do I side in Pit Trap? Rhymeshield Frost Giant is a really good, blue common. Blue still sucks. I think this is the best common here, but because it's just too slow. By the time it comes down, it doesn't do enough. But once it does come down, it's a very good wall because the Ward 3. I mean, 5 toughness. The kind of cards that can kill a 5 toughness creature already cost 5. Look at this. Are you serious? We're just drawing a bunch of lands. Holy shit. So the cards that can deal with this can't get around the ward. They end up, like, basically the removal spells that can kill this cost 7 and 8 mana. I mean, this is probably the cleanest one, Grim Bounty. But, yeah. Grim Bounty for 7 kind of sucks. Sure. Maybe they deck themselves. Yup. Jeez, they're playing some stinkers. Okay, I think we can smash this deck pretty easily if we just have a nice curve out and they don't draw removal early. I don't know how much removal they have in their deck, but they drew all 3 of these early in the game, and I think that's the only reason they survived this game. But they did survive long enough to stabilize there, and that was it. And we drew a bunch of lands. That didn't help, but oh yeah, this is another stinker. These are all not great cards. Blue Dragon and Rhymeshield are good, but everything else I've seen out of my opponent is not amazing. Ghost Lantern's okay, I guess. A little late to the party. Should I bother? We don't have any creatures in any graveyards, actually, so yeah. They're at 14. Sure. Hey, Lodge, what's up, man? How's it going? Playing some Magic today. That's what's going on. We're 2-0, but this game 1 in round 3 here, I think we're going to lose. Let's see if they show me any more. Oh, they showed me a mountain, so they're splashing red for something. Jeez. Pretty unlucky draws. I think we can scoop at this point. Oh, well. I think we can kill this deck pretty easily. I could side in stuff like this, but again, this costs 9 mana to kill the 4/5. This is better. No, but even this costs 7. This is pretty good. Thieves' Tools should be good. Yeah, Breath Weapon, no good. I could see siding in the Mind Rot against the slow deck. What do I take out? Oh, maybe the Weaponries. Yeah, let's take out Improvised Weaponry. We'll bring in 2 Mind Rots here. The Mind Rot does 2 damage to their face as well, this version of Mind Rot that they put in this set. So, how's Life Lodge? How's the week been going so far? Happy Tuesday. What's usually your Tuesday schedule? What do you guys do on Tuesday? I know when I was younger, it was soccer practice every Tuesday. When I played soccer, we'd play our games on the weekends usually, and then practice was every Tuesday. Thursday was piano lessons. I remember that. Well, we can cast Alter. I don't know. Can I keep this? Jeez, just 1 red would have been perfect here. I mean, I can't do this till 3 mana, but by turn 3, hopefully I find a land. I think I have to mulligan. Okay. God damn it. I want to keep all these. Viconia, maybe? It's more of a late game card. It doesn't do anything till stuff's gone to the graveyard and on and on. Okay. Oh, and there's the Warcaller. Come on. Alright, let's Horde Robber. Let's see if we can get some treasure going here. 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. football in the morning. Oh wow, 11 to whatever I want. Nice, nice, nice. 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. all day for till midnight. Is that what you're saying? Shit. And because I drew a swamp, I can't double spell. Yeah. Let's go Rabble Rouser here. Got all their colors, huh? Mm-hmm. Nice. Can double Hobgoblin Captain here, but first, let's swing. Get our double team. We're threatening the double pump here as well. Okay. No double pumps. Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6. I could go double Captain or Rabble Rouser. Let's go double Captain here. Sure. I'm up 2 mana on that exchange. I like it. Ugh, drawing a few too many lands here. 3, 4, 5. So I can pump here. Trigger. Are they going to chump? Not chumping yet. Okay. Warcaller, sadly, not necessary here. I'm just going to get the body on the field that gets pumped. It's much better. Whoa, there's the red splash. What does this do? Other blah 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 gets +1 at the beginning of each end step. If a creature card goes to the graveyard, make a devil. At the beginning of each end step. Okay. That is annoying. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if I attack, like, I just have bad attacks here, right? I need to attack with Hobgoblin Captain. But, let's pass the next turn. To get the first strike, I need to swing with at least one other thing, and I'm just suiciding that thing in order to swing with Hobgoblin. You can just chump Hobgoblin, eat my other thing, get a devil. So, it's just not, I don't think it's worth it. Oh, come on. Okay. Really shitty, man. Really shitty. We had the tools to beat my opponent, but they just drew exactly what they needed. The 1/3 on turn 2, and then their bomb. Jeez. Into Golem off the treasure. Removal. Yeah. Yeah, they drew well, so I don't think we're going to be able to beat them here, sadly. Hey, Scavenger. Going well, man. How are you doing? Yikes, Colin. That is high. Entire day's free except 7 to 10. Yeah! Nice, that's pretty good.
Afternoon,
you're feeling better,
you
George? Good.
Devil. Some losses you can't help. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, August. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, a little too late for this guy. Fuck. Do we swing with everything here? Let's see. Do 6 here. Trade with the Golem, put them to 8. And they get a 2/2 lifelink devil? What the fuck? Why is it a lifelink? Oh, because they get +1/+1 and lifelink. Oh. Right. Okay. So I'm fucking dead. And dead. Awesome. Let's pass. Next turn we'll have triple red up to triple activate Rabble Rouser so that I can actually push through damage here. But this is not great. God damn it. Okay, well, we're dead here, but here we go. Shouldn't have attacked with Kalain, maybe? I don't know. They can just bounce that devil off one of them. Eat Kalain here, gain 2. Kind of sucks, but I don't know. We're screwed. This is why I don't like aggro decks. It's these spots against these opponents. If they draw well, usually, you know, you're on the other side of this matchup. You just miss one, you know, land drop, or just not have that early removal, or you don't have a turn 2, you know, 3 toughness guy, and you lose. It always feels like that when you're on the other side of the board. But when you're on the aggro side and they stabilize, it's just like, well, I can't win the game anymore. It's really frustrating. They've got all their mana up here, so no matter what I do, we're gonna lose this game. I think there's not really any decisions here. Really weird plays from my opponent means they almost certainly have they have a bounce spell or something here, right? They've got some kind of instant speed interaction. Sewer Plague, maybe, something like that. Okay. Sure, kill whatever. Uh-huh. I don't really care. This guy's a 3/1 flyer. Sure. Uh-huh. So, if you're at the point in the game where they're activating this terrible blue common, then you lose. Pretty shitty, because I think this is probably one of our best matchups. Just they have a slow, grindy deck. You know, 7 drops and all this stuff. This guy's good, but they're splashing for this. I guess it's good, yeah. It doesn't need anything else to be good. Just itself is good, so. Yep. GG's. Pretty frustrating, though. Let me catch up with you guys. Storm's broken out? Yeah, right. You look into that Halo 2 thing? No. Every skull, so legendary. And no one... Yeah, with not dying once is crazy. That's super hard. Imagine getting, like, most of the way through the campaign and then you die. Like, oh my god, that's so brutal. How many cards do they have? 21? Yeah, we're never winning. I don't have removal to kill any of this stuff. I could have sided in Pit Trap, I guess. But I only have removal that does 2 damage. I needed to draw some of my Mind Rot stuff a little bit earlier. If I could have, you know, made them discard cards and stuff, that's how I'm killing these expensive Meteor Golems and shit like that. What? Doesn't this only... Creature card, yeah. Oh, does the blue one do any... Oh, the blue one does instant sorcery, so he's planning on flipping it to the blue side, I guess? Sure. So yeah, we're dead. But the idea is to make them discard this kind of crap early, or force them to discard either lands or, you know, something, and they have to keep their removal spells, so they have to get rid of their big, you know, bomby plays, their 5s and their 7s and whatever. But we didn't draw any of that stuff. We drew a good curve. We had a bunch of guys, and we had, you know, attacked, and it wasn't good enough because they missed. They didn't miss on their lands. That's the first thing. They had a 2-drop that has 3 toughness. That was the game right there. That, like, we needed to actually be able to get that off the board, and we didn't. So it just was absorbing a bunch of damage over all the attacks. That said, we got them low, but yeah, it's too late now. Yep. Sure. Yeah. Now we draw this is not great, but cool. Taking it. Getcha. Oh well, I thought we could 3-0 with this deck, but, you know, bad draws. What are you going to do? Or, no, our draws weren't bad. Our draws were fine. It was our opponent's draws that were good. Too good. They drew kind of perfect here. So I can't do anything about it. And once they start drawing extra cards, like they drew an extra 2 cards off this guy, it's GG's. Don't want that. Yep. Sure. Legendary All Skulls on, yeah. That's the 20k thing that he's doing. Halo 2's brutal enough. Yeah, no death run. Can you imagine? The whole campaign, that's... So, he was saying Penguinos is offering... Oh, look at this. It's kind of funny. We almost got our opponent dead here. Just reach. But Thieves' Tools might have won us the game if we had drawn it. We didn't draw Thieves' Tools either, but cool. Oh well, see you in the next draft.